Okay. Uh-oh, it's really close, isn't it? Okay, that's good. All right, you guys. For those who are watching the playback, I'm just in here for a quick second, you guys. I know it's late. I had to go pick up my son today, so yeah. And I've just now gotten a chance to sit down. So I am here. Happy Sunday. I was gonna try to do it earlier, but I've been running around all day trying to get stuff situated. Um, with him just to go get him earlier, and I had some other stuff to take care of, but it's all good. We are here. Yeah, we here. We did like a little scavenger hunt for his Christmas gifts. And yeah, so anyways, I still wanted to come and continue on my 30-day challenge, you guys. So I think I have, what's today? Is today the day the 27th, right? So I got a couple more days and the challenge will be over, but I will be still going live in January. I don't know if I'm gonna do live every day like how I'm doing it now, but it'll be at least like a couple times a week. It won't be like once or twice. It'll definitely be more than that. And so, yeah, I'm here. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and hop in. Tell me how your day was. How was your Sunday? How was your weekend? Do you have to get ready to go to work tomorrow? Like, what's the play? Who in here with me? Say hey to me. Don't be just up in here. Y'all be like so rude. Don't even want to say hey. Can't even be like, hey, how you doing? Happy Sunday. At least hit a like for me if you're gonna come up in here. Like, hit the like. Y'all already know as YouTubers we be struggling with the YouTube algorithm. So hit a like for you, girl. Even if you don't want to say hey or let me know you in the building, that's fine as well. But I will tell y'all a little story time about today. And it was pretty cool. Like I thought I was gonna have to like really go off, but I didn't. I just stayed calm. Everything worked out. Hey Polka Dot, how are you? How are you? I'm good. How do you manage being a single mom working as a surgeon? So me and my son dad, we do co-parent. I will say that. And that's pretty much what it is. We co-parent. When my son go with him, then pretty much like right now he went to visit, so this not really part of what we would do. But let's just say if he was there to stay, then I would just let him keep the child support and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I presented it to him. I was just like, well, if he with you, you know, you can keep the child support, and so he's cool with it. He helps homeschooling, like yeah. And so if I didn't have him, I would have to probably ask my mom and like do something like that. Also, I worked at night a couple of times, so people could watch him while he was asleep. That was something like I would have my mom watch my son while he was asleep. Yeah, girl, this a work in progress now, honey. My son is finna be 12, so it didn't just happen overnight. It definitely took some, convincing, especially from his perspective with the fact that he works outside of the home and we homeschool our son. So he just thought it was like super overwhelming at first. But like most things that we do different or try something new is especially when it's out of the norm. Like homeschooling is so like it was so out of the norm back then. None of our friends had homeschooled their kids, so he was kind of like hesitant about it. But I was just like, well, if you're not gonna do it, just send him here, and we'll just have to pay a house sitter. Like I was gonna get like a babysitter, really, like from Care.com, and because Care.com has the background check and stuff on there. So I was using that type of stuff. Another time I had to find when I was working in the city, I would have to find like different like daycares that had different hours because in the OR you got to be there so early. So I had to find a daycare that had like 24-hour availability or whatever like that. And so I did, and I really liked the girls. They was really cool. But for the most part, that was like a backup if I couldn't get like my mom or one of my like I have a really good friend. He would go over there and spend a lot of time with her. But yeah, that's what I did. Like you really do need a village. You can work on the weekends. You can get like a three if you can get 312s, then that'll be good because you can do it in the evening. Yep, you could do it in the, I did all kind I work PRN so I could work around, the daycare hours sometimes. Like I'd be like, okay, well I gotta leave by, 5 because I gotta pick my son up by 6. So and I'm 30 minutes away. And so I would, girl, if there's a will, there's a way. But I ain't really have like a whole bunch of people to help, but I did have like my mom, um, one of my good friends. She would go. I do have two. Well, one of my sisters don't live. I got three sisters. One of them live here, but I don't really ask my sisters to get my son because they got their own life. But you know, grandma like. Ma, I need you to come get him or something. Please go get him. And so yeah, that was really it. But my son dad is really like the other parent. So when it comes down to me needing to go take an assignment, that's where I go. That's where he goes. And yeah, that's how that go. So yeah. Y'all hit the like button for me, please, you guys. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but what I will say is thank you for the like, whoever did that. I greatly appreciate it. But y'all, at the beginning when I first started doing my channel, like talking, I would go look at the analytics, and the analytics would be like half the people who like it wasn't even like 10% of the people that was watching my videos was my subscribers. Like everybody that was watching my videos was my subscribers. Like now it's like half. And I was like, okay, girl, we see. So people actually y'all subscribing. So I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, because it wasn't like that. It was just like I was being shown to new people every single time, and then the people like that was watching my videos wasn't my subscribers. So we doing something right. The analytics is showing that whatever, like what I've been doing over these last couple of months has definitely been working. And I'm just glad that I could, be of assistance to you guys and just be out here chatting it up with you. I was sitting here thinking like, man, I'm super tired, right? But I'm still gonna come because I've committed to being here, right? So if I committed to it, then I got to stick with it. It don't matter how tired I am. I really should have went live earlier since it was Sunday, but I just was like, I really was overwhelmed with certain things I had to do. I needed to use my mom's car. I had to take her to work, and then I had to do some more stuff while I was out. And then this is what I was gonna tell you earlier. So my son flies Southwest, right? Because they do the whole, and I think the other airlines do it too, but he does the whole unaccompanied minor situation, how you pay them extra, but it's a straight shot. Like he can't go from there is no layover type thing. So it has to be like a straight flight. And so I get to the airport, you guys, to pick him up, and lo and behold, the doggone line, you guys, not only, you know how they do the zigzag when you go check in, like you got to kind of zigzag your way to the front. It was zigzag all the way down around, y'all. It was the craziest thing ever. I was like, I've never seen this happen before. Like, what is going on? So I stand in the line for a minute, and I go up to the desk, and I'm looking at the clock now because I'm thinking like I'm not gonna be able to even get to the back in time to pick him up before they land. And because at this point we in the line, and this line is probably all of like, y'all, it probably was like an hour and a half long. Like, and it's two people checking in people. And so I asked the dude, I was like, I'm here to pick up an unaccompanied minor. There is no way that I'm gonna make it back. And so he dismissed me, you guys. He was just like, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait. That's why we say come an hour and a half early. So I was early enough, but what he didn't notice was that I hadn't already got out of line, right? So I go get back in line, because at this point I'm looking at the clock like I got 10 minutes to get not only my ticket, but to get through the security checkpoint, right? And it's just not happening. It's these two people they checking in. It's people coming. Like it was ridiculous. So I called Southwest, you guys. I'm in the line, and I'm like, look, they need, like, I can't get to him if these people, like, it's two people at the checkout counter and everything, and the plane landed in like 10 minutes. And so luckily the lady checked. She was like, okay, first thing I'm gonna do is see where the flight is. So she looked, and she was like, okay, so the flight has been delayed for like 15 minutes, so that gives us a few extra minutes to work something out. So she calls her supervisor, and then they call Jacksonville, and then she was like, okay, go, instead of getting your your gate pass, because you still, when you picking up an unaccompanied minor, you guys, you still have to go through the whole process like you finna get on the plane. You just can't get on the plane, right? So she was like, get out the line and go to the security, go to where TSA is, but don't go through the TSA checkpoint, just stand on the outside. And so I did, you guys, but I was so happy that lady was helpful, because the dude was just like, you should have came even earlier. And I was looking at him like, I just didn't have the energy really to go back and forth with him. And then I was just like, I'm just gonna call. But you guys did end up working out. So if you do have an unaccompanied minor and you know you co-parenting, like what we were talking about earlier, polka dot, if you co-parenting, I would suggest Southwest. I did ask the lady like what happened, because there is never looked like that. Y'all, I've never seen a line the way that I seen the line today at the airport to be checking people in. Like, people probably missed their flight today, like no BS, because the line was like, if y'all ain't never probably have ever flown out of Jacksonville, but it's a pretty big open area, right? So they zigzag through the line, and then it's all the way around, you guys, and almost to out the door past, because it's like a couple of sets of double doors. It was just ridiculous. The line was crazy. And I just didn't have the energy to go off. And so I did. And you guys, I was just like, I'm finna call these people and I'm just gonna let them know, like, I can't get back there right now. Like, I don't know what to do. So they helped me out. They brought him out to me, and I had to sign for him and everything. And yeah, so that was it. But my baby is home. I'm so excited. I was happy to see him. He was happy to see his dog. And to get his Christmas gifts. He just had his second Christmas in there. So yeah. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all see him. Braylon, come here real quick. I'm gonna introduce y'all. I'm gonna introduce y'all to my son. Y'all, whoever is coming here who has not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Come here real quick. You want to say hey to my live?
Sure.
I'm live.
Oh wow.
I'm live on YouTube. Wait, Rocket, watch out. Come to this side. No, don't come that way. Come to this side. Come to this side.
Okay. Hi YouTube.
Come, they got to see you. Say, okay, you guys, this is Braylon.
Hi YouTube.
Look right there. There go the camera. Y'all, look at all his hair on his head. My God. So, are you happy to be home?
Yes.
Did you miss your mom?
Yes, and my dog.
You miss your mom and your dog?
I miss my dog more.
You miss your dog more than your mom? I gave birth to you, child.
Yes,
Did you like your toys?
Yes, I did very much.
All right. How was Texas?
Good.
All right, then. Oh, she said, Miss Purdy says hi.
Hi.
Bless you. Okay, well, that's all I wanted.
Okay. I love you, Mom.
I love you too. I'm so glad he's back.
Get the dog in.
Here, and here's the boy. Hold on, hold on. Oh, it went all the way down, didn't it?
This is our good dog. His name is Rocky.
Oh, they know him.
Oh, he's a good boy.
They know him. So the crew is back. The last piece of the puzzle is back. So I'm happy to see him. His hair is like, going crazy. Stop, Rocky.
Let him love us.
Look at all of this hair on his head, y'all. I'm so proud of him. Hey, Jade. Okay, you can go now. What is that kind of?
You're getting blinded. Take it again.
Stop, Rocky.
Okay, goodbye now.
All right, bye. Oh, stop. Okay. Oh, he smushed my hair. Okay.
Welcome.
So he's back, guys. So yeah, that's mom life. Hashtag mom life, right? So yeah, anyways, mom, boy, right? Boy, mom. That's what it is. On TikTok, they be like, boy, mom. So yeah, you guys, that's what I got going on. Jay, how was your day today? Y'all had a good day? I'm so tired. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, I wish I could just go to sleep right now. But I can't. And bro, it's like almost 8:30 and I want to go to sleep, but I got to get up. I got to go pick my mom up. So ain't no sleep right now. Y'all had a good day today though, you guys. I had a really good day. I'm just exhausted because I actually had like physical things that I had to do to I had to get his room ready because I had like stuff all over the place because I was like moving stuff out of his room. And so I did some of that. I did some cleaning up. in his room because I moved the furniture around. I just had some stuff that I needed to do. So I'm a little bit of a procrastinator, you guys. Don't tell nobody. It's our little secret, right? And so my mom came and she was like, "You still moving stuff?" I was like, "Girl, don't judge me, right? Just like come help me pick this up and so we can go." But anyways, you guys, y'all know I just be telling y'all my little stories and stuff. So if there's anybody in here that has any questions on surgical tech, drop the question because I'm gonna just be talking about my life unless y'all like chime in. Most of the people that's on here, the questions have been answered. But if you new and you haven't, been introduced to the tribe or whatever, just go ahead and ask your question. It ain't nothing for me to answer it, but I'm just letting y'all in on my life a little bit. Y'all cook today? Who cooked? Who in here cooked? Cause y'all be cooking. I ain't cooked today. I ain't gonna even lie. And y'all know what I had that was really good that I hadn't had in a long time? Firehouse. Do y'all have Firehouse where y'all at? Is it just like, a South thing? I know it's not just a Florida thing. But I really like their cheesesteak. And I get it with jalapenos and mayo and cheese and peppers. Oh my God, you guys. It was really good. The bread was nice. Yes. It's a firehouse sub. Yep. You made tacos and burritos, Miss Purdy. That sound good too. They homemade. Now you might be on to something. Maybe we'll have I actually like, do you make your own shells? Not make them, but do you fry them or do you buy them already packaged? Because let me tell you, I used to buy my shells packaged, and one day I tried a fresh fried, like whatever tortilla, like the taco shell, honey, and never again will I go out and buy. I mean, I will if I had to, but like once you try the fresh fried one, man, it's kind of greasy. I'm not gonna lie. So what I do is I'll fry the tacos, and then I'll put them on like a baker's rack or something. Y'all have a Park Avenue barbecue grill? No, I don't know. But we do have a road that's Park Avenue. Already packaged, laugh out loud. I made guacamole though. Yeah, I looked at some avocados today, but the avocados they look bad at Walmart. So I'm gonna have to go to Publix to get them avocados. Thank you guys for the lights. But let me tell you, the next time you get you some the next time you go to the store, get the corn tortillas. They got good ribs. Man, you're gonna make me hungry. I actually ended up ordering some ribs a couple of days ago from Bono's. Y'all know about Bono's? Because Bono's was it Bono's? Or was it Sunny? I think it was Bono's. I know, yeah, it was Bono's because I normally get their salad. I normally get their meat salad, but I got their St. Louis ribs the other day. And it was really good with some baked beans. And I had it twice. Actually, I had one day, and then I had it like a couple of days later. But back to the tacos. Try to fry them yourself. Hey Celtic. Oh, I got your name right. Oh, I like that Celtic. Like, I'm 52 years old. Going back. There's nothing wrong with that. One of my friends, Jen was probably like 52, 50 something. And I met Jen but I met several older surgical techs, so don't let that be what it is. Like, your age don't have nothing to do with it. Actually, what might happen is because you're older, you're gonna be able to like use, like you probably gonna be more do you get to use, yeah, and get some comfortable shoes. But the older you are, you know how you be more like, you just like more educated on life. So you'll be able to use your life skills in the OR. It's one of them. Like you probably gonna trust yourself a little bit more, or at least you have more experiences than you probably realize. But you will get comfortable. I mean, you will get, I guess, used to standing. What I would do is get right, exactly, more life experience. What I would do though is definitely invest in some compression socks, some compression leggings. I like them tight, like damn near cutting off circulation. Don't get it too tight to where it is cutting off circulation. But get you some compression socks and compression stockings, leggings, and some compression socks if you can. And then when you're looking at your shoes, don't go out here and get them little cute little clogs that everybody want to go get because they see the nurses wearing them. The nurses are gonna get a chance to sit down a lot more than you, so their feet won't be like burning at the end of the at the end of the day. Okay, yes, I can see how that can help. Yes, your life experience is definitely gonna help in the OR and just reading people. Like a lot of people, they don't teach you this skill in school, but you will need to read the room. You will need to use your senses to see what's going on in the room. Should you talk? Should you not talk? Can you ask questions? Should you not ask questions? Just use your senses. Like, I don't think this is a good time for that. But when we're young, we just be out here like wild and uncontrollable. But yes, use your intuition. That's the word I was looking for. I've been a squirrel for a year now. That's what's up, Miss Purdy. It went by fast, didn't it? That first year go by extremely fast. I was so scared my first year, you guys. Like I was scared of every damn thing. I ain't gonna even lie. I was when the doctor could be asking me a regular life question, and I'd be like, "Where is it?" Like looking for it on the table, trying to figure out what he asked me because I'm thinking it's like a tool, but he was like talking to me like as a real person. Sometimes I forgot that they was people. And I would just be like trying to be, anticipating because I ain't know shit. But it's okay that you don't know anything at the beginning. Just try. So fast. Yeah. Oh, but I do want to say about the shoes because I'll get sidetracked, Miss Celtic. Make sure your shoes don't get the clogs. I would say go find you some tennis shoes that has a pretty good sole on them. Like they even have those oversized sole shoes that kind of like rockers or whatever. They're not the cutest, but we're not going for cute, right? We're going for practicality and comfort. Let the young ones that don't know no better do it. But I done went down the road of wearing clogs and wearing Chuck Taylors that don't have no kind of like sole in them. Also, you can get the tennis shoes and then change out. Yeah, it's not a fashion show, honey. As long as you're comfortable. And then too, at the end of the day, the ones that's in them clogs, their legs and all that's gonna be hurting. But you're gonna have your compression socks on. You're gonna have some compression leggings on, hopefully. I will also, this might be overkill, but I'm just telling you, because my back had started, not like I could feel my back getting, my posture was off. And so I would start having like, little aches in my back. And even now, sometimes I have to crack my back, right? So they have this posture device that forces you to, to correct your posture. Wear it. If it and just try different ones because I do know some people say that the Velcro may rub them and stuff like that. But I would invest in trying it, and if the Velcro rub you, maybe put a sock where the Velcro is so it don't like put some padding or something right there so it don't rub you. But get something to help you with your posture, and it'll keep you from having to have back pains and stuff like that. And the same thing with the shoes. And also, you guys, a lot of people don't realize this. I'm gonna get to your question, Miss Purdy. A lot of people don't realize that back pain, it starts from like your feet too. So your back might be hurting, but it's not your back that's the problem. The longest in general, girl, I don't know. I done been in a room, shit, standing though. Let me think. Maybe 4 hours. Yeah, like 4 hours. Because typically somebody will come in and give you a break, right? So about like 3 or 4 hours. If you at a good place, they're gonna come in and check on you. Like if you got a good charge or whatever like that, or even if you got a circulator in the room, like tell them you need a damn break. Shit. You get two, you get two breaks, 15-minute breaks and a lunch. And they only gonna charge you for the lunch. So you should get your break. Tell them if you need a break, I need a break, or can somebody else start the case? And I like to start my own cases, but I will take a break. But 4 hours, I think that's pretty much the max. If you're doing call or something like that, 4 or 5 hours, because there might not be nobody in there to relieve you. Like, seriously. If you on call, you might be like, it. But if you on call and you got to use a bathroom or something like that, the doc kind of be like, okay, go ahead and just come right back. They kind of understand when it's just you and them in the room that you might need, you're a whole human and you need to use the bathroom or you're going to pee on yourself. And so, but yeah, the shoes, the long standing, I think will help with the shoes. Oh, I skipped Miss Purdy. Let me go back. How much experience do you think I should have before I start traveling? I would say a year to 2 years. I would lean more into that second year because I feel like you're gonna have more experience, obviously, and you'll be a little more comfortable. But if you scared to go traveling, start bouncing, do PRN in your city first, or like just do PRN at multiple facilities so that you can get even more exposure, right? Experience. I'm in a place now where I'm at. I only get a lunch because there's no relief. Yeah, that sucks. If y'all came in here and y'all didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Hi, Erica. That sucks that you at a place that's low staff, and I think that's just part of it. Because I've been places where we didn't have like a lot of staff like that too. But at the same time, like don't let them burn you out because it's about your quality of life, right? And we ain't that damn loyal to no facility ever. So don't let them burn you out. They will try to. So do what you need to do, get the experience, get the hell out of Dodge, right? Get ready to go traveling so you can go get this money. But I feel like if you just not ready to jump out there, go to another right, because I be feeling it. No, I believe you. Like that stuff. I done been in some shit like that before. Even when I was in the military, like it just was garbage, like how they would just be handling, the situation and people. What happened is you got people that don't want to know how to learn, that don't want to learn anything other than what they know. So then you done learn some shit and now you the go-to person because the other person be like, oh, I ain't never did it, or he don't, I don't know what to do or something like that. Like I just can't with it. But you just there, you just there for a minute. I was gonna say you on borrowed time, but you're just there to get a little bit of experience. And you can even ask them if you could go. I mean, I don't know how your finances set up, but you could see if you could do part-time and then go PRN everywhere else and then like phase out of being there full time so you can go somewhere, go where they're treating you like you worth it. Like, it's something we do have to put in our time. I'm not saying that, just start being a prima donna. But yeah, I think I answered the question. Some people they don't be wanting to relieve you. They act funny. Hey, Sukana, I think you've been in here before. I know you have because I seen your name before. Happy New Year's, happy season's greetings. But I want to start traveling, but need to get more experience. Yeah, just go out, pick up PRN positions, sign up to Medley and CareRev. Now, both of them are gonna require you to have some like recent experience, but once you get on at the hospital, you can get on at a hospital. That's not gonna be a problem. You'll be able to get the experience. You might have to leave your area, like I tell people all the time. You may have to move out of whatever town you're in, and go ahead and just do your thing somewhere else. But I think you can. I think going to get 1 to 2 years worth of experience at local hospitals, whether it's PRN or staff, it's gonna be multiple places, not just one. Unless, like I say, you guys, a facility. If you're at like a trauma center or somewhere where they're getting like different cases and you're getting exposure to those cases, then you can stay there for 2 years. But if you're not getting exposure to like the cases that you're gonna need, like Whipples and just like regular general stuff, if you're just doing surgery center stuff, you might need to go get a hospital PRN position to get more experience in the areas like general surgery, definitely ortho. You could probably get some experience in neuro and spine and all of that stuff. But I would just do my best to do, like, I would be everywhere. I would be like a straight up OR whore. I would be like at everybody hospital, at everybody surgery center, just to get the experience. And once you get the experience, then you take that to these travel agencies. Yeah, I like ortho. I really do like ortho. I like plastics as well, but I do like ortho. I like I mean, I guess I like general, GYN. I like all of them, but ortho is, I think I like the doctors too. I like the vibe in the OR when you in the ortho room. I think that's really, and some of the plastic doctor I work with too, but some of the plastic doctors be like prima donnas and you be like, child, try again. I'm not it. I'm not it. I remember I looked at a doc one time. He was, he had, you know how they try to raise their voice a little bit, and I just glanced over at him. But you know how like, I guess before I realized that I had like shot him a whole unit, and he was like, "My bad, Keith." I was like, in my head, like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, you know, like, but you have to be able to like stand your ground. But that prima donna shit, I don't like. I mean, I could. It's a respect level. I could give you that, but all of that, like, I just ain't got time for it. But at the beginning, you guys, until you kind of know what the hell going on, you just have to play the role. But I think around my like 8th year, I was like, I realized they was just regular people, and I was just like, "What's happening?" I would come in the room and just be like, you know, whatever, not really. I would be caring, but I was more myself. I had kind of got more comfortable with who I was and what I was bringing to the table and that type of stuff. And so once you get a little more confident, and it took me a long time, you guys, because I would leave, I wouldn't scrub for a couple months, and I would go back. So it took me longer to build up my confidence, right? For you, I would just say, I mean, shoot, you could do the same thing. Shoot, if you need a break from the OR, take a break. A really good place to take a break from the OR if you just don't want to scrub is to go to SPD or labor and delivery. Labor and delivery, you will be scrubbing C-sections, but it's a different kind of atmosphere in labor and delivery. It's way more laid back. You only doing one kind of surgery for the most part. You might do some other like DNCs and maybe a cerclage or something like that. But from the most part, what I see in the OR in the labor and delivery, all they doing is C-sections. They're not even really doing tubals in there. Sometimes you might do a tubal, you know, during the C-sections, but that's the basics of it. Like, so when you need a break from the OR, go do labor and delivery, go do sterile processing. I wouldn't say just completely quit, you know, the OR altogether and to be out of that, because you do lose it. So even if you're in the in SPD, you know, at least you're around the instruments and the equipment, and you can still, you know, put the stuff together. So when you do go scrubbing, you familiar with the instruments and stuff like that. And then labor and delivery is just, it's a lot of sitting around in labor and delivery and waiting and eating. Oh my God. I don't think I ate as good in no place besides labor and delivery. You get snacks. The parents, the patients bringing snacks and candy and cookies. It's always food. It was a lot of eating in labor and delivery. Every labor and delivery I done worked in, it's always like a potluck going on. Somebody done brought some food in. A patient done sent some cookies, some Peterbrook popcorn. We eating Peterbrook popcorn 9 o'clock in the morning, you guys. And so that's what I will say about labor and delivery. Or if you just need a break, like I say, just don't take off all the way. Labor and delivery made for long. Yes, they do. My God. Yeah, I used to walk over 10,000 steps when I worked in labor and delivery. 10,000. Some days it'd be like 8, you know, some days it'd be like 12. But I was getting my steps in working in labor and delivery. And so the labor and delivery was also more like a patient caretaker as well, because we would take one facility, all we would do is like give them water and juice and stuff like that. But another facility, we would get the patient up, you know, we was just doing a lot more. So I'll be like all over the place, just walking. Lord forbid we end up having to go into the OR, which I would find as a break, because then I got more control over this situation than I do, you know, we in the rooms and, you know, women in labor and they in pain, honey. So the tolerance level is 0, right? When they in pain and anesthesia taking forever because they got to do another, you know, somebody else that was here first getting their epidural and your pet, like, oh my God. So I'm not, but labor and delivery, once you go from the OR to labor and delivery, it is gonna be like an adjustment. I will say that. So, but yeah, you guys, what time is it? Okay. So yeah, do y'all have any more questions? Did I get everything? If you just came in, please please like the video. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, you guys. If y'all didn't know, the subscribes is cool, but the likes is really cool. Like, Brady's talking about facts. But yeah, the subscribers is cool, but the likes, you can subscribe once, but you can like every video, and that helps the algorithm. But yeah, so if y'all don't have anything else, I'm gonna relax for the rest of my evening because I am tired and enjoy my boy. I think he grew, you guys. I think he grew a couple more feet. I knew his hair grew. Y'all got.
Come on, boy.
So, anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my evening. Thank you for the likes, you guys. I greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll be back tomorrow. We still going in on these 30 days of going live, you guys. We got 4 more days. I said 3. You're extremely welcome, Miss Purdy. If you have any other question, I'm more than willing to answer it. I'm more than willing to answer it. But I think you'll be fine once you just hang in there to this facility a little bit longer. It's gonna train. Everything that's happening to you is preparing you. I'm telling you. It might not seem like it, but when and I don't want to give you the cliche saying of everything's happening for a reason. But you guys, it's some things that I done learned in the OR that I apply in my regular life. So don't think that these things are interchangeable. So what I would say too is start working on yourself because it translates over to the employee version of you, right? So work on yourself, and then people that when you go to these places, they'll see you in a different light. They might not know what's different about you or whatever like that. They might not know. They might not be able to put their finger on it. But working on yourself is definitely gonna be beneficial. It says, "Hi, Jenny." I was saying it backwards. Hey, girl, do you know of any internships where I can get hands-on training? Like internship for your clinical rotation? I think somebody else asked me that too, not too long ago, but I really don't. And from what I can understand right now, just from not even the surgical test and for nursing, is that the hospitals are like cutting back on the amount of students that are in the OR and in the hospitals because of the COVID situation. But I tell you what, where are you? I really don't know where you could get no training from. And I don't even know like because what would happen is the facility is a liability issue if you're not like a student. But if you're a student and you just need an internship, were they not able to find you an internship? Is that what's happening? A refresher course. For the certification, Sukana. Or just a refresher course in general. Like, what is it that you need refresher on? And Jen, are you in school? I mean, clearly you're in school. L&D is a little strict. L&D is catty more than it's a lot of women in L&D. Just know that it gets catty. I live in Michigan, and yes, they weren't able to find me one. I just wanted training so I could be certified. They wasn't able to find you. So if you went, I just don't understand why they did that. Like that just annoys the crap out of me. Like, so now you got to find your own externship. And then this is what I wonder. So when you find your externship, tell me this. When you find it, it's an online program. Okay, so okay, now this is what I will tell you. What I am gonna do. I'm gonna even write it down because I keep hearing about these online programs. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. So I want to figure out what kind of options you guys really do have and how it works, because what could happen is the liability falls on the hospital as far as you being trained there, right? Typically, when you have a student, the school takes on the liability for the student, not the hospital. So if something happens to you while you at school at the externship, the school is responsible for you. So does that, if I don't know if you know, but if that still applies, then it's okay. Then we could just try to figure out like who's accepting, training, who's willing to train see students, surgical tech students. But the online program part, I just don't like that they leave it to you. But what I want you to find out is if the hospital has to assume the liability for you during the externship, or does the school still, I'm assuming the school still covers you. Because if something happens to you, if you get stuck or hurt or anything like that, typically you would go through like your school. So I've seen that happen before, like students stick themselves or get hurt or whatever, and then they have to go to the ER. They're not going to the ER under the hospital as a staff, like workman's comp and all of that. They're going to it, under the umbrella of the school. So I want to tell me the name, if you don't mind. I mean, can you tell me the name of the program? Like the name of the company or whatever. So I want to call them. I want to talk to them. Like I want to know, like, so how are the students supposed to be finding their own? Like, why isn't there a counselor or somebody to do this? Like, it shouldn't be on you to do this. Your sole focus should be on passing the program, not on the externship. We're gonna end up doing a whole like video on these online programs, because you're not the first person I've heard mention this online situation, and I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. They had one for nursing and scrub. Wait a minute, they had one for nurses and scrubs but was out in 2018. I want to know what the hell, because I know for me, when I was looking for an internship, when I needed to do extra first assist cases, I just went PRN to a lot of facilities and used those cases, and they let me. But for you, you're not even able to, because you haven't completed the program. So we got to figure out who's liable for you, or do you have to have your own liability insurance? Because that's the thing. I had to actually carry my own liability insurance too, even though they let me scrub there as a first assistant. I did carry my own insurance. I think it was a requirement, honestly. But I want to know. So I'm gonna look at. I know she said Michigan. Ooh, I'm using my right hand. Boy, that's some bad handwriting. But yeah, you guys. So let me see if I missed anything. I don't think so. So I am gonna slide over here. I'm coming back tomorrow. I might be on there out on this online surgical tech program information, just to figure out like what the play is, because it just don't make any sense to me. The school is in California, but you in Michigan. Okay, the school in California. I mean, it just seems like they trying to get money right now, and I don't like it. I'm going to send you the program. Okay, yes, do, because I want to know. Like, and I want other people to know too. And then too, I want to be able to help you as much as possible, at least with what your options are, because I don't know really how they're doing it. So I don't know how to help you. I can't say, okay, yeah, we can call up these people, because what they're gonna ask you is like if you still like a part of the school, because the school is gonna cover you as a liability. So we got to figure that part out. But we're gonna work on that, because guess what? Tomorrow I'm home. I don't got too much to do. I have to clean. I'm doing like, do y'all be doing, I know people do spring cleaning, but I've been there. Wait a minute. They've been here. They've been there for 10 years, and students graduated. It's $2,400. That's it. That's really not a bad deal, but the part that's gonna mess you up is the externship, right? $2,400 ain't shit. You gonna make that back in no time. You just got to get your You can make that back in a week, really. After you, well, that's traveling. Let me not get carried away. But come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow, and I'll have some type of information or something on it, and maybe, and you're in Michigan, um, maybe I can figure out like something. But they need to do better than that, and I'm definitely not with. I mean, $2,400 ain't bad, but when you're looking at finding externships and all of that stuff, like that sounds stressful, right? So I'm gonna slide on up out of here, you guys, because I'm gonna have to go pick my mama up in a minute, and I'm coming back tomorrow. We're gonna talk about these online programs and like what to do. I'm gonna definitely have that on the agenda for us to cover tomorrow, because I don't really even know how to help you right now. It's besides getting more information, so I can't help you. So that's where I'm gonna start it. Because I'm pretty sure it's other people out here that's going through the same issue. And when you see $2,400, are they accredited? I need to look up this school. I'm gonna find out about this school. Send it to me, and we're gonna figure out what the move to make is for you. Because I just don't like it. I just don't like the setup, because it makes me feel like they was just getting money. You know what I'm saying? And not really trying to actually help you. Hey, Zayev, you was running. I mean, I've been on here for almost an hour now, but I'm finna slide off too. I had a by NCT, but is it that's for the certification gen, but is the school I missed you too. I call NCT, they're legit, but is the school accredited? So like the school accreditation is like the CAAPH or some shit like that, like, and that's like an accredited school. But I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm gonna have to look into it so I can actually give you the information that you're looking for, because I don't have any information on that, because this online situation is new to me. Even though they've been there 10 years, I really don't know too many people. Thank you guys for I really don't know too many people that have went through a online surgical tech program. So this is new to me, and this is like the first time I'm hearing, and I've been hearing about it. Like I've heard about it a couple of times. I just don't know. Okay, they're accredited nationally. Okay, that's good then, because that would have been a whole nother like situation. You had a good day today, Zaya. Did I ask you that already? But yeah, I just don't like that. Me either. I'm skeptical. Yeah, I'm just curious. We gonna have to find out. But we gonna still, like, if you just need your externship, that's not the end of the day. Like, it's not the end of the world. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna take some, creative thinking. I heard of it on YouTube. I'm doing a background check on the owner. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little interesting. I ain't gonna even lie, that's a little interesting. You're welcome, and thank you, yes, for showing up tonight. Because you have to pay through PayPal. Yeah, that's a little bit. Well, the truth is though, you can still like PayPal is legit as shit. So you can if you need to fight them or whatever, you can. I would hate for you to have to go through all that. The goal is to get you certified, right? So let's try to do that. But I'm gonna have to look into it, because I don't have no information. I don't know. I've not heard, like, in previous years, I have not met any surgical techs that have did an online program and had to find their own externship. But I'm pretty sure it's somebody out there that'll let you do an externship. We just gonna have to find it. And then too, here's something that you might have to be open to, is leaving Michigan. I mean, but you don't want to be in Michigan right now anyways, do you? Because ain't it cold? I am gonna look into it for you, because I've heard it too many times. And every time I hear this shit about the online school, I'm just like, what is y'all talking about? How is that even a thing? because you still stuck looking for somewhere to work. I mean, to get trained. So it frustrates me, and it frustrates me because I feel like it's just money, and it's fine to do stuff for money, but at least have like some type of options for the people. Oh, let me see if I can say it. Hold on, I can do this. Maliquia. Ooh, I'm not trying to. I swear, Maliquia. I think I said it right. I'm so sorry if I. Please, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought I was saying Moliqua. Moliqua. Tell me I got it right. Maliqua. Wait a minute, I skipped it. Hello, hello, Mo. I'm not gonna change your name because I hate when people do that to me. I'm gonna get your name right. Okay, I got it. Maliqua. Qua. Okay, I see it. I was seeing liquor at like not the OR part, but I was working on that Maliqua, but it's Maliqua. Okay, so hold on, let me go back to your comment. Thank you for joining me. I do apologize for butchering names. Y'all gonna know that I'm just horrible with names. Hello, your video. Does your video live post to YouTube channel? Yes, yes, they do. They don't post like okay, like this one. How I'm doing it, it's not gonna probably be up until tomorrow. When I post on how I've been doing them lately on my laptop, they post immediately. I just didn't do that today because my laptop was dead. Search here with our hands on. It does, Zaya. I said it right. Okay. Y'all, look, y'all look. For my name to be Kiara, because I feel like it's, a little bit intimidating to say to people because people always jack it up. And I get irritated when they mess my name up. And so I try to be more mindful of it and want to say it right. So I'm not going to call you no nicknames, but Maliqua. Mo. Okay, girl. But no, Jen say sure, I'll leave it. And yes, it's free. Jen, you got to get the hell from out of Michigan. I got people in Michigan. My brothers and my dad are from Flint. So you already know. My dad's family is from Flint. Like they still there. Awesome. Your videos have really inspired me to do a surgical tag program. Well, honey, I am so glad I can inspire you. And you inspire me just by showing up and talking to me in my comment section because people be on here and they be just like lurking and don't talk. So I appreciate you too. Why do you want to be a surgical tech though? Is her name you spell is it Spanish? Is your name Spanish, Malik? Hold on, wait a minute, because I keep wanting to put a. Oh no, I said it right, Maliqua. I have no idea. You got the answer. I know my mama named me Kiafa, and it's a wine. It's just not spelled the way that the wine is spelled. She changed the spelling, but it's a wine. So yeah, y'all use a different kind of like toothpaste today. My teeth feel really clean. But yeah, you guys. But so whoever asked me that about the no, my dad was in the army. He went to the army. That's where him and my mom both were army. Neurosurgeon, but life got in the way. I always had a passion for the OR. So oh yeah. I think you should try it. I think you should try it, and I think if you're gonna try it, that you need to make sure that you don't spend a lot of money. Get the certificate. Don't worry about the associate's degree. If you want to get an associate's degree, you can go back to school and get one after you become a surgical tech. Don't get into all that student loan debt. Go get you a little certification certificate, whatever it's called. Maybe look at if you can get it through a community college. I'm an advocate of community colleges because the price is cheaper, obviously. And so I would do a community college certificate program and then go that route. Yeah. Yeah, get the certificate. You don't need the bachelor, the masters, and all of that stuff, or the associates, all of that stuff. That's only going to be required if you're going to actually be an admin. And even if you're going to be admin in the OR, you're going to have to be a nurse to be in charge of the OR. And then the other thing that you could do with your bachelor's and all of that is teach surgical techs and or be the director of the surgical tech program. So you don't really need the degree to actually get hired. They don't care about that. They're not going to pay you more for that. They're going to pay you more for certification, but they're not going to pay you just because you got an associate's versus the person that has a certificate. I'm so glad you said that. So many people made it seem like a certificate wasn't good. That's probably because they just spent like $40,000 on a doggone associate's degree for surgical technology that they can't do nothing with. Which I'm not just I hear I'm not gonna say I'm not talking down on associate's degrees. I'm just saying it's not necessary for the career. It doesn't when you go into human resources, you guys, they have a book and this book is a that's what I say. Yeah, this book has a grid on it, and the grid is like years, and then this way is the surgical tech, right? And so it doesn't say associate's degree, diploma, certificate. That they don't look at that. They don't care about that. The only requirement when you go look at a surgical tech job, it says completion of surgical tech program. They might put prefer associate's degree on there because they want like the highest, cream of the crop or whatever. Um, they might want the highest cream. I'm saying, oh, that's what Jen said. I'm saying they might want the highest cream of the crop, but the truth is they're gonna hire you regardless of if you got an associate's degree. They just want you to be completed the surgical tech program, and like I say, hopefully have your certification. But you can still get a job without even having a certification. So it's not even a requirement. Now you're gonna make more, you're gonna have more opportunities, and you can go traveling once you get certified. But you don't have to be certified. You guys, I think I wasn't certified for like the first 5 or 6 years I was a surgical tech. Like it just didn't matter. It did not matter. They did not care about none of that. So I'm not gonna tell you to go out and spend money on an associate's degree, especially you might not even like it. You might go out here and spend a whole bunch of money on a degree that you don't even like being in the OR. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you got a degree that you got to pivot or try to figure out how to use outside. Like, no, get the certificate, go find out if you like it. If you like it and you want to become a nurse and be in charge of the OR, go to nursing school then. But I would get the certificate first just to try it. Their community colleges offer license and life insurance training certificates for less than $2,000. Not to be off subject. $2,000 is still a lot because for me to get my life insurance license, it didn't cost nowhere near $2,000. I can tell you that right now. I think I'm all in on my life insurance license with $500. That was licensing, me failing the test one time, taking it again, and the preparation stuff. And I'm like, that's $500. Wow, you're exactly right. Yeah, I'm telling you. You're welcome. The game is free. It's free. It don't cost you. It costs you a like, just so hit the like button. That's all it costs you. It's gonna cost you a like. But no, I'm just being silly. But I'm serious at the same time. Don't spend your time on like that. It's too much that you might not even like it. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, you might not like being in the OR. For a couple of years, I'm not lying, you guys, and I've said this before. I probably didn't really get comfortable in the OR until I failed the test first. I don't mind failing tests because it just give me I do mind repeatedly failing tests, but the first time I'm like, okay, well now I'm gonna go take it again. But back to Mo that I'm no, because I'm finna say your name right. I keep going back to your pronunciation. Malik. Yeah, Maliqua. I keep wanting to call you something else, like I want to change it. Pass it the second time. Hold on, I had a brain fart. Don't worry about it. You might not like it. You might not like being in, that's what I was gonna say. It took me 5 years to even like really appreciate or longer, being in the OR and what the opportunity was. But the whole time I've been in the OR, you guys, I've been trying to get out of the OR. That's what people I've been in it, but I've been trying to get out of the whole time. Okay, thank you. But I'm finna say this. I got to get it right. Zive, I had to do the same thing with Zive. He'll tell you. Oh, I was talking about insurance. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, it didn't cost me $2,000 to get my insurance license, you guys. It didn't cost me that. It cost me like I say 500, and yeah, that was it. I paid 500, and like it probably was really like 4 if I wouldn't have failed it the first time I would have been in the game. But yeah, don't worry about getting your associate's degree. Don't worry about that. Just get the certificate, and shoot, you'll be out here like people around here with master's degrees and like making $40,000, 30, they making that. You with your certificate, after about 2 years, you're gonna go traveling. And if things keep going the way that it's going now, you're gonna be making a whole lot of money. Like right now, you can make $100,000 working full time. You won't get no time off though, because we right at the $2,500 mark right now for traveling. What's HAA? What's HAA? They give you a discount to become a life. Who is that Hartford? Who is HAA? I did mine through PHP, you guys. People helping people. That's who. That's who. Has my license, or where they hold my license, I should say. Um, the most challenging part about being a surgical tech. Shit, I don't even know. All of it seemed challenging at first. The attitudes, because I came from a different type of. Well, I came from the military, so it translated over to the OR. But just like, I guess the attitudes and like the cattiness, I just don't like the cattiness. That's the discount code. Oh, I see. I was like, who is this? I was trained through a company. Yeah, I think I paid like 200 for the training for the pre-licensing stuff, Zayef, and then I had to get fingerprinted. And then what else did I have to pay for? I think just the exam. I think I was all in at like $500. But yeah, so the challenging part, maybe standing and just like being sure of myself, being like once I got, enough experience, I had to like learn how to trust myself and my instincts, and that I was, when I started listening to other people and second guessing myself, I would always like mess up, or shoot, in the OR, they'll take credit for some shit you did. Like on some real, like, it's some people in there that just want to look good in front of other people. So you'll be that did something and they'll take advantage of, or they'll take credit for it. So I started trusting myself and not asking other people. I would take notes at the beginning. So I took a lot of notes, but after a while, I just started like, after the case, I would go in my locker room and write it down. Or I would go, get in the corner and write some stuff down that I learned. So I think the hardest part was all of it. Shoot, I ain't gonna even lie, because anatomy, like I had to learn anatomy, asepsis technique, just not being able to touch yourself, like how I'm like scratching and all of that, like how, like if I'm like rubbing my face or something like that, you can't do none of that when you scrubbed in. So it's like, it's just a lot that's kind of thrown at you, because you're gonna learn human anatomy, you're gonna learn asepsis, and you're gonna learn about the instruments and a lot of other stuff that you're gonna be like, oh my God, the equipment and just the tools and the human body. And then you get the human aspect of the doctors and the nurses in the OR, and it comes with this like, it just gives me this weird like political ass energy sometimes. I just don't like politicking with people, and if you don't look a certain way, act a certain way, move a certain way, then they kind of act funny with you. But I'm gonna tell you how to combat that for anybody that's like in a situation. When you outside of the OR, go get you some money that don't consist on you working in the OR. Go get you a side hustle. Go get you some other type of income, because then your mind is not in this I need this job mentality. You know what I'm saying? Did you have to learn to draw blood? I had already knew. So but no, not as a surgical tech, but my career was a little bit different because I was already a Navy corpsman. So that was my foundation. So as a Navy corpsman, that's that was the medics for the Navy and the Marine Corps. And then on top of that, I was an EMT for 2 years. So after I became a corpsman, I was like a regular corpsman. Actually, I ended up working at SPD a little bit, and then they sent me to this clinic. And when I went to the clinic, I had to be an EMT and a EVOC driver, which is Emergency Vehicle Operator Certification License or whatever. So I had to do that. So by the time I was a surgical tech, like, and I actually I did an IV a couple of times in the OR, but not because I wanted to. I was just trying to help. And anesthesia was on the other side, 75. Anesthesia was on one side, and he was just like, if you want to try the other side. And so I did, and we was in the game. But they only do that when they comfortable with you, when you proving yourself, and not just being there talking that shit. Like, you got to really be about it. Like, because people be talking that shit, and then when it come down to something, they don't talk their stuff up too much, and then they over promise and under deliver, right? I think I said that right. So yeah, I think I answered the question. But no, I didn't have to learn it to be a surgical tech. No. Mm-mm. I don't think they do blood draws because we typically don't stick people. Like, our scope doesn't allow us to, like, we can't cut, we technically can't suture, you technically can't draw blood. Now, I said all of that to say, if you in a, like, they knew my background in a lot of places, so I was able to do certain things that, wasn't, I guess, regular. I took the website down. I actually didn't take it down. I should do a story time on this. What happened was I got a virus a couple years ago on one of my websites, and it made me take down all of my websites. And so a lot of them didn't get put back up. But I am working on don't worry, Jen, because as a full-time digital entrepreneur, you best believe it's a surgical tech website or two coming in 2021. So be on the lookout. But that's what happened to the website. Even my personal one, the same thing happened to it. And I'm like, it really was discouraging, you guys. So if y'all don't probably know anything about this, but when you have a website, and I had a package, so I had multiple websites and one like package is a shared plan or whatever. And what ended up happening was the shared plan, one of the websites got a virus. I didn't know which one it was, and the company basically was like, we can't. What's wrong?
Scissors.
They in that I put them back in that thing in there.
In the bathroom?
No, in the hallway, in the hall closet. So yeah, that's what happened. So all of them had to come down. Turn that light off in the bathroom. All of them had to come down. Close the door all the way. Laugh out loud. I was talking about a surgical test. Oh, I thought you was talking about mine. I was just like, how did she even know? That's funny. I was talking about the surgery. Did you take? Wait a minute. Did I answer the question? Did you take the surgical tech website down? No. Oh. From the school, your program, is that what we talking about? I thought you was talking about mine. I was just talking. That's so funny. I'm confused, Jen, a little bit. I ain't gonna even lie. That happens occasionally. That happens to me occasionally. Like, oh no, I didn't. Did you send it to me? You said you was gonna send it. I was talking about the school website. Did you send it to me on, like, what, Instagram, or did you put it on here? Because I don't think I seen it on here. Girl, I thought you was talking about my websites, because that's really what happened. No, I don't know what school. You sent it to me on Instagram, so no, I haven't checked it on Instagram, but I am gonna have to go over there and check it on here. Oh no, I didn't see it on here. No, I haven't seen it. Tell me what the name of it is, or the website. Can you drop the link to it, and then I'm gonna screenshot it so I can I mean, I just want to talk to them and see what they got going on. Like, what kind of alternatives are y'all giving? Oh, it's not showing the link on here. Okay. That's fine. Can you just, okay, without putting the link, without putting the link, can you just tell, don't put it as a link. It won't, it's not showing it up, but I think it's because it's a link. What? I'm confused. Hold on. I don't know why it won't, because that was happening to me one day. It wouldn't let me share the link. But if you could just tell me the name of the school, then I might be able to. Hold on. My laptop is dead and I still haven't plugged it in yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look it up, and then, are you on Instagram? If you want to send me a message on Instagram, you can. Oh, there it goes. Okay. There you go. Okay, I can write that. Yeah, I think it's because it was coming in as a link. Like, they funny acting. Best American Health .edu or .ed /com technician. Yeah, let's see what they're talking about. Because I want to know. I really want to know what they got going on. So what y'all finna do the rest of the night? It's bedtime. Okay, yeah, I got that. I think it's because it's the I don't know what YouTube was doing, because I was dropping a link one day and the same thing was happening. Yep, I got you. I wrote it out. I mess up technician all the time. Don't worry about it. I be messing up technology sometimes. Oh yeah, so okay, to answer that, I am actually in the I am a first assistant, and I have to take my exam again. I've taken it twice already and I failed it twice clearly. So I'm about to take it a third time. And I was gonna take it I might take it in January or February. We're gonna see how I go. And then I got up until May to pass it. After May, I have to do it all over again, and that's just not gonna happen, you guys. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not going through none of that again. I'm not doing no cases, no 200 more cases. I'm just not with it. So yeah, I failed it twice. I'm teaching myself the stuff, and I really didn't study enough, like, just to be quite frank. I studied, but I didn't study enough of the right stuff. Let's say that. And so yeah. And they let me, so now what happened, I went through the path. I pray you pass, girl. You and me. I appreciate it. Look, we gonna claim that. That's all up in here. It's already happened. I just got to catch up, right? So yeah, I went through the pathway of, I think I went through the military pathway. Either way, I went through the military or the CST pathway, but they closed it. So now you have to go back to school for it. And I'm just not doing it. But you can do it though, and they have a whole master's program on it. Oh, this the one? This the one, Jen? That's another website, but the same. Oh, okay. Um. Oh yeah, the first assist. So yeah, they closed it, and now you can go get a master's degree at some college in West Virginia. You can get a master's or a bachelor's and an associate's, and the certification through Gulf Coast State College, and then they have two that's online, Meridian and ACE. And I think both of those are like self-pay, or one of them is self-pay or something like that. I think Meridian is, I don't remember which one it is, but it is a like an additional thing to do. And it's always good to have as many certifications as you can get as a surgical tech. But shoot, now the way that my life's set up, I might not even be in the OR like for 2021. Because this is what I wanted though. Like, my goal was to be full-time entrepreneur. Like I told you guys, the whole time I've been in the OR, I've been trying to get out of it. Not because it was like the worst thing. I just wanted a different lifestyle. So, but it provided me with the resources to be able to do some of the opportunity, like have some of the opportunities that I have, and to be able to fund it without having to go out here and raise capital or get in a whole bunch of debt. Instead of me getting into debt, I just went and started working. Yeah, I mean, I would do it, honestly. I would do it. I would get probably about a good year or two, probably 2 years in the OR. And then, once you start traveling, the only thing about traveling is you typically won't be assisting because the docs don't know you. So you might have to get some training at like a hospital or with I would look for a plastic surgeon because you're going to want to know how to sew, and they do a lot of sewing, especially like if you work with one that does like tummy tucks and breast augs and you know all of that good stuff. We used to do like hydrodermitis, like wound cleaning and stuff like that. So I would look for a plastic surgeon and I would try to work with them. And some of the plastic surgeons they'll be looking for the help because then they won't have to pay a first assistant to come in with them. But you can go in and reach out and be like, hey, once you get done as a surgical tech, then I would reach out and be like, hey, yeah, I'm in the area. I'm a first assistant, or shit, go get the jobs, go get a job, as a surgical tech, and then like let the doctors know that you a first assistant or you working on it, and they probably will like help you. What time is it? Okay, you guys. So we got 4 more minutes. And then I'm gonna wrap this thing up because I was like, when I sat down, I was like, you only gonna be on for 30 minutes. That's what I told myself. And that just every time it be over, every single time. And I really want to like stretch y'all. My back kind of hurt. Not like really hurt, but it's tight. It's tight a little bit. Hey, when y'all get after, if anybody in here, once you hit 35, I'm here to tell you, like, shit changes. I'm 37, so I'm like wanting to stretch and like got to get up and stretch before you get your day going because your back gonna start getting tight. And it's cold, so what I notice is that like my muscles be like this in the wintertime. So I need the heat so my muscles can relax. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Look, I got you. Malik is. Hold on. I look. As soon as I thought about saying it, I was gonna mess it up. Hold on. It's Malikwa. There it is. I got it. Malikwa. Every time I'm thinking about it too hard, like it just messes me up. It's like performance anxiety. Under Armour for what? When you in the OR? If it's compression, I'll put on. I like it to be tight because then it helps in the OR, like compression socks, compression leggings, any type of compression, especially when you standing for long periods of time. Oh, to keep warm. Oh, to keep my joints warm. Oh, you probably might be right, shoot, honestly. Good night, good night, good night. You got it. See, I just keep thinking about it because I don't like messing up. I don't like people messing up my name. And then they'll be like, I'm going to just call you Key. No, you is not. We is not friends. My name is Kiafa. That's what you're going to call me. Or we're not talking at all. So that's probably why I'm like freaking like stressed out about getting names right. Because I be giving people shit about my name. Like, come again? So you can't read English? I'm her. I don't have Instagram, but I would like to show you my. Okay, you got Facebook. I'll check Facebook. Or you can email me. You can email me. I'm at Kiafa@gmail. Kiafa. And it's spelled the same way. Kiafa@gmail. You can just email me if you want to. I have a more professional one, but we just gonna go with Kiafa@gmail right now because the other one is just. It's a whole work in progress on the back scenes. Okay, sounds good. And just put if it's not your name, like Jenny or Jenny, just put in a parentheses like in the subject line so I know who you are that's emailing me. Cause I want to see. I want to know what the hell they got going on. But we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. We can talk. You can email me either way. Excuse me, you guys. You can email me either way, but what I want to do is be able to go research it and see what the hell is going on out here in these streets a little bit. So I'll email you back Okay, sound good. All right, you guys. So we did an hour and 20 minutes tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay warm. I'm definitely gonna have to look into me some Under Armour Zaya. Actually, we have my son has Under Armour. Hey, when your son get big enough and you can start wearing his clothes, do they really become your clothes or are they still his? Like, is it our thing now? Okay. Tatiana, right? But how do I know if CST is the major for me? I'm sure it is, but just in case. You won't know until you get into it. So like I was telling them earlier, it still is. But we can share it. Um to answer your question, what I would do is I would get a certificate. I would try it, especially if you already like if it's something that you've been thinking about and it's like irritating you. I would try it, and how I would try it was I would sign up for a certification program. I wouldn't do an associate's. I wouldn't go for the biggest one. I would do a certificate program at a community college or get it as cheap as you possibly can. Make sure, I'm gonna say this because we had this conversation, make sure it's not at online. Well, it could be online, but make sure it's a complete, like they gonna have somewhere for you to do your externship. But do a certification, a certificate versus the associates, because the associates gonna cost you more, and they don't pay you for the associates. You just gonna have it, right? They only paying you to complete the surgical tech program. That's all they paying you to do. So when you go look at the job description, it's gonna say requirements, surgical tech program completed, and then it's gonna say certification required, yes or no, whatever, BLS and all that other stuff. It doesn't say anything about an associate's degree, so I wouldn't spend my time or money on getting that. Now, if you get into the game, and then too, what you need to know is that the associate's degree doesn't help you become a leader in the OR. So once you get in the OR, if you decide you want to actually be like a OR director, you're gonna have to be a nurse. So you might not even need that associate's degree in surgical technology. You might need to go to nursing school, and then or you could get the associate's degree, and then you could be a teacher for surgical techs, or later be you'll need a bachelor's or a master's to become the director of a surgical tech program. So before you jump into all of that, get into the game first. See if you like it. Go get the certificate. It shouldn't take you too long to get the certificate, and it should be the less it should be the cheaper option. So do that, right? And go do it for 2 years. Give it if you're gonna do it, don't base your first um job, don't base that off your like whole experience. So go ahead and get a job, work that job for a year, and then start like venturing out to do other things, to not other things, but other hospitals, other facilities. And then after about 2 years or so, then you're gonna go traveling, and then you're gonna start making money, like the kind of money that you can make money anyways as a surgical tech. And I don't want people that's like staffers to feel like, oh, you know all she talk about is traveling. In my head, right, you guys, because it's about the numbers. In my head, I want to get to, my goal, my financial goal, faster than slower. So I'm not gonna go pick the same job to get paid less. Like if I have the option to get paid more, then I'm gonna do that. Now it's gonna be more required of me, so I might have to leave a city that I'm comfortable in or things like that. But I would rather do that and then have a plan on how I'm gonna exit the career. And I know a lot of people thinking like, dang, you're gonna get in and then think about how you're gonna leave. Yeah, because what you don't want to happen is for you to start get into this career and then 10, 15 years then pass and you ain't had no plan. So now you stuck in the career for another, 10 or 15 years. So get in there, have a plan. Okay, I'm getting training for the first 2 years. So you're gonna be at different hospitals, you're gonna be at different surgery centers doing doing your thing. And then you're gonna have the knowledge to be able to go travel, right? So once you go traveling, then you making money, but you stacking your money, you paying off your debt, you not collecting a whole bunch of debt, right? And then don't put them on in here, you're gonna fall. No. You're gonna collect stack your money, then you're gonna start investing in yourself, whether it's in real estate, businesses, or the stock market. And then you're gonna have a 5 to 10 year plan on how you're gonna get out the OR. Don't stay in the OR too long, because then you're gonna turn, like, some people be like, oh, bitter, people, and they just don't like their life because their life it's trapped them into being in the operating room way longer than what they really want to be. Some people, they want to be home with their kids, grandkids, or whatever. And so they just be miserable because they got to come here because now they have created a life around this income and they didn't have an exit plan on how they gonna retire as a surgical tech, because we thinking of, like, people think your 401k is gonna do it. Your 401k is not gonna do it, but that is not what it's designed to do. So it's not gonna work for a retirement plan. That is not what a 401k is. So if you, and I learned that as not only a surgical tech but as a life insurance agent. But a 401k is not a retirement plan, and most people that got 401ks in 2020 realize that that's not a retirement plan. Definitely stay out of debt. And you can have some debt, but what debt is going to do is going to put you in this confinement of having to go to work. Yes, thank you. I did needed your laugh. You're welcome. I'm glad I can help. I'm just here to give you my perspective. I got a couple years on it, just I kind of know what's going. I don't know everything about the OR. I'm just giving you what I know about my life and how it played out and what I see in the OR. What I see is that nobody is really either talking about their retirement plans. Most people just living their lives. They're not even retirement. I'm gonna call it an exit plan, because it don't have to be you retiring. It could just be you exiting the field. You're gonna get to a point after like 10 or 15 years, you're gonna want to know what's next. It's just in most of us humans to kind of try new things. So instead of you getting stuck in this career, now you got debt. What people do is they get a car, they get a house, and now you got to go to this job or you got to work. You know what I'm saying? And it just puts you in this really like pressure type situation when you don't have to do all of that. So don't go out and get the nicest car. Actually, go out and get a car. Go get a beater car. Like, go get something that's gonna get you to and from work. It should be a little bit reliable, but it don't have to be like the newest thing. My car, you guys, even though I don't have a car now, for those who don't know, but my car was like a 2008, and it just got totaled this year. Like, it was paid off and everything, and I haven't bought another one. So I'm just here to tell you, like, you don't have to be out here trying to do what everybody else do. Don't do what they do, because they live in a lifestyle that is gonna keep them at their job. My goal was to be able to enjoy my life and be able to like have fun with my kid and enjoy my day and not be like under pressure to go to bed and hurry up and get up in the morning to do it all over again. Like, that's just not what I see for myself. But it wasn't something that happened overnight. I have been an OR tech since 2006, you guys. So that's a long time in the game, right? And so now it's just time for me to be able to do something else. And if me going through what I had to go through is gonna benefit somebody else, then I'm more than willing to share my journey with you guys. So I'm gonna go, because I'll keep talking, and I am a talker. So I'm gonna go. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna talk about these online programs and like if it's a good deal or not. Even though 2,500 sounds good, but in the midst of it, it might not be. Yeah, slave to bad debt. Yeah, car loans, mortgages, consumer debt. I'm not saying all of it is bad, because you could have a mortgage, and you could, especially if it's on a multi-family property, that, even though is considered debt is a mortgage because you got interest on it, but that might be more of an investment. So everything has to be played out, with a goal in mind, not just for fun, right? We're not just out here buying houses because your homegirl went and got a $300,000 house, so now you need one. Children also equal debt. I mean, I guess if you let them, right, Zayef, if you let them. But it do require, like, when you got kids, like, you willing to do more stuff that you might not be willing to do. So you might accumulate some debt when you got kids, especially when you have like new kids and new babies. You might want a new car or something like that, or a new bigger house because they got toys and stuff like that, or that you want a yard for them to play in. So I get it, but I think you'll be more beneficial to your kids if you actually learn how to live within your means and plan on like how to use the money that you're going to actually be earning, and not just going to work. Like people just go to work for years, and then before you look up, it's like 10, 15 years in the past, and you just been putting, you know, the minimum into your 401k. So that's just not it. But can you do a video on tips for starters, please? Starter surgical tech students, or people that are like thinking about being students. Starter what? I guess is my question. But yeah, I can do the video. I just don't think I oh, okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah, on like how to pick a program and what to do and how to come in the game. Child equals. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's how much it costs to raise a child till they're 21. I see what you're saying. Yeah, shit, it's people not paying that to raise their kids. You know that. You know, it's people paying quarters out here like raising these children. I mean, but 20, I could see that. I could see that being that. Even if you've been there for a year, is that true? I don't know. I haven't seen it like that. Most of the first assistants I've seen, they have been first assistants for a while, but you never know. It's to not struggle. Yes, to not struggle. The thing is, it might be a shortage. So if it's a shortage, then people start, you know, accepting different things that they typically wouldn't normally accept. And so first assistant is a very, especially if you're good at it and you could close and you have an understanding of what's going on, then it's beneficial for them to have a first assistant. And people pay like it was like $200 per case or more, depending on what the surgery is and things like that. So they get paid different if they well, some people be staff, so that's another situation. But if it's like a freelancer or whatever, then they can, not freelancer, but like if they're a contract, I should say, then they pay, some of them charge by the case and versus by the hour, which I like a lot more, obviously. Yeah, that's how you learn, and pig feet. Bananas and pig feet. Get you some pig feet. The only thing is you're gonna need a stronger needle. Don't get like a SH or nothing when you're using the pig feet. I mean, you can start with it, but the pig feet, it'll dry and the skin is tougher than it'll start bending the needle or whatever. But it is a really good way to learn. We did pigs feet. I dissected some pigs before, all that stuff, but I don't really like that the pigs, you guys. The embalming fluid gives me, or the formaldehyde gives me a headache. Yeah, we shouldn't be inhaling that stuff. So I didn't. But a pig, for go get you some regular pig feed. You can order a whole suture kit off of Amazon. You know what I'm talking about? Get you a little suture kit and practice. Especially if you want to be a first assistant. Even if you practice at home and you don't want to be a first assistant, it'll still give you skills on like cut and suture and what suture you might want to use for when and whatnot. Like it just kind of, it might help you in the OR. But I'm gonna tell you, the biggest thing that helped me in the OR, you guys, was me working on myself. Girl, I'm finna go. I'm getting up out of here, Jay. I was already trying to leave. I was already trying to leave. I got to go pick my mama up in a minute, so we getting ready to do that. I was gonna go by Target, but we're not gonna make it to Target because Target closed at 10. But yeah, you guys, I am finna roll out of here though, because I actually, well, I had poured me something to drink, but I ain't gonna be able to drink it because I done ran out of time. So I might just put that in the refrigerator until I come back. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got for you in this video. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out to join me this evening. I hope you guys have got some great information from this. I hope it's helpful to you, because it's helpful to me, honestly. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, I enjoy the energy. I enjoy the interaction. And just us hanging out. Like, yeah. So I'll are we getting motivation Mondays? Girl, if we do, I be trying to motivate y'all, but when I think about motivating, I think I be overthinking it. I have to go with the flow, but we getting some motivation We might get motivation Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. It's gonna be some motivation in there, that's for sure. But I guess since I'm not like a motivational speaker, it's kind of weird to sit down and like intentionally motivate somebody. I would just rather have a conversation with you about your regular life or a question, and then like try to like inspire you through some more interpersonal, some more personal stuff. Is that right? I think I'm saying that right. But y'all, I'm finna go. See how you finna get me back in this? But I will work on some motivational stuff, Jade, because you're right. Because I do like that. I just don't. I think when I'm doing it, especially like with that morning motivation, I was thinking too much about it. I was like sitting down thinking like, what am I gonna talk about today? It's surgical tech is easy because this is easy. This is what my channel really has a lot of. I have a lot of knowledge in it, so that's easy. But motivating, when I motivate, I don't even know I be doing. I just be sharing with you guys. So I enjoy listening. I enjoy listening to it when I get ready. Okay, Jade. Okay, so Jade, before I go, tell me what's a good time then. Tell me what's a good time. Really, what I was thinking about doing, Jay, you can tell me what's a good time for you, but what I think is going to happen is my podcast might start being, because I have a podcast too. I told y'all I only put up one thing, 7 to 8. Okay, got you. But I think that podcast, might be a good way for me to start delivering some of that type of stuff. The motivational speech. Sorry, you guys. I keep burping, but yeah. So anyways, I'm out, right? Tomorrow, same place, same time. Jay, you might see me in the morning. Don't be surprised. Okay. I'm gonna try to get you some motivation. Even if it's just me and you talking, I'm gonna get it out there. Okay, that's cool. Cause I'll be up anyways. It's just lately it's been cold in here, so I don't be wanting to get out of the bed. Like, I ain't gonna even lie. But I'm in. I'll see you in the morning. All right, you guys, for the rest of you, I'll see you on this video tomorrow, hopefully. And y'all enjoy y'all evening, okay? Good night, you guys. I'm leaving for real this time.